Hey Libra, this is your bi-weekly reading. So we are taking a look at the time between the full moon in Leo in tropical astrology on January 25th. That is happening in the morning on the Pacific coast at 9:53 a.m. on the West Coast on Pacific time. And taking us through to the, I think I was feeling that one right there. So taking us through to the new moon, which is on February 9th, which will be in Aquarius, right? So that's the period of time that we are taking a look at. Now, if you're new, welcome. Thanks for being here. Hi. Hello. These are bi-weekly readings, and I work with the moon energy so that we are working with the current instead of swimming against the current in our lives, right? And for these particular readings, like 2-week period of time is really a lot easier to focus our attention in than like say a month, right? So looking at this, and actually somebody commented and gave me that, and I so appreciate it. I think they were the Libra in the Libras, so if that's you, thank you. But that's it feels like that's why I've kept with the bi-weeklies and kind of cut out the monthlies for a period of time. So anyway, these readings are meant to look at what particular area of your life you are being directed towards, what's being pointed out to you, so that if you were to focus your time, energy, and attention into this particular area and work with this energy during this period of time in this area of your life, it would be of most benefit to all areas of your life, like ripple out and affect them in the most beneficial way, along with some advice that comes from, you know, the them out there. I don't say who that is for you, whoever you believe in, you know, spirit, universe, angels, guides, you know. So that's what we're looking at here. So what do we have for you, Libra? We have the 10th house, right? Which is the house of the career. It's also the house of public roles, like your reputation. But more so, it's about that career. It's about climbing up and like really getting to that pinnacle, that place for your career, right? So I think it's pretty straightforward. Of the houses, I feel like the 10th house is one of those ones where it's like, it's pretty direct. It's pretty simple. It's pretty straightforward. That's what we're looking at, right? Now, with that, if we're working with the waning phase, which has to do with kind of like cleaning house, right? Releasing, letting go. And when I say releasing, this isn't just about cutting things off or cutting things out and letting go. It can also, very much it can be, but it also can very much be about what you are releasing out to the public, like what you are launching, putting out there, right? In that kind of way. So that's what we're looking at when we're looking at the 10th house. And when we're looking at releasing in that way, we could be like talking about launching, right? If that's part of your career, or releasing a product or a promotion or a course or whatever it is that you might have as a side hustle, right? Or maybe if you've been working on some kind of idea or project and you work within a company, like releasing that out, right? Like those kinds of things, right? If it's the right time, right? If it's right timing, you know, obviously. So, and then we're also talking about cleaning house, right? Clearing and cleaning things out. Like what is outdated? What isn't working anymore? What's been collecting dust that is just not useful anymore? Those types of things. That's what we're looking at during this period of time. And, you know, in the house of your career, are there projects? Are there parts of projects that kind of are like, yeah, this needs to like be scrapped, and like some of this can stay, the rest of this, or this whole project needs to be scrapped. It doesn't matter how much work I put into it. This is not working, or I don't feel passionate about it anymore. You know, what kinds of things might be holding you back? And the reason I say that this is like that, but also so perfect for this waning phase, is you also have the Death card coming up. And you might say, how is that good? Well, this is your advice card, right? So this is talking about what there is to let go of. The advice that's coming through is, hey, there are some things in this particular area of your life that are definitely like need to be put to rest. They need to be laid to rest. It's done, right? Those things are done, or those maybe collaborations or projects or things like that, those might be done. And like what needs to be cleared out and cleaned out? What's weighing you down? Like what are some things that's like, it's so funny. It's like, I don't know why the saying like you can't take it with you, you know, like when we die, that it's like some things like have to be let go of and are shed away, and they're shed away. And I think this is really important. Notice, and I'll bring this up to the camera so you can see this a little bit better. Let's see. Yeah. So notice that in the background, we have the sun that is dawning, right? And so it's meant to represent that there is this dawning of a new day, right? There is a rebirth that gets to happen as a result of doing that. You know, so some things just become too heavy and they just have not been working, and we have to be willing to pivot and Sometimes, you know, like just being in some of the entrepreneurial worlds that I've been in for as long as I have, you know, and myself included, you know, there are times where I've like worked on, I remember when I was, you know, doing coaching for like plus 15 years, and there were projects that I worked on that never got released. There were a couple courses that I worked on that never got released because just like in the process of working through them, like one of them I was doing like research and interviewing people about like what would work, what was interesting to them, and what I was working on didn't seem to be like what would actually be what people really wanted, you know? And I was like, gosh, I was really excited about that idea, but it just doesn't seem like it's going to do well. And I was like, okay, scrap that. And I had put hours and hours and hours of work into it, right? And so like letting go of those things sometimes is like, oh, it hurts to do it because you've spent so much time, you've invested so much into it, but maybe part of that project was just not working, right? I probably could have reworked it, but I just became less excited about the project itself. So, you know, that type of thing. So I hope that that example is helpful. And I just see this as very like cohesive message, you know, and very much in alignment with the energy of the waning moon for sure for this to come up, right? Right. The death card isn't a bad card in this place. So I really, for those of you who are maybe newer to tarot, just want to reiterate that, right? So this is really just about metaphorically, like what do you need to lay to rest, right? In that way, what do you need to clear out and clean out, right? No longer working. So I hope this feels helpful, insightful. If it does, please give the video a like. It really does help me as I'm building the channel. Send this to another Libra. You know, maybe this is their message. Maybe this is something for them. You know, that's why I do this. Yes, I want to build the channel. Yes, I would like to grow it. And also, I mean, I do it for a reason. I do want people to benefit from it. I want more people to see it. So if you haven't subscribed already, please consider doing that. I have new stuff that is on the horizon. It looks like I was pretty much on the mark with like, it looks like it's going to be more late April, or not late, sorry, late March. Around that time that I'll be starting to kind of like put in some other things out that I'm going to experiment with. But I hope to see you in those videos. If not, I'll see you in the next video. At least I'll see you later. Bye.